In this video, I will show the best spear build after the Crucible patch. It has insane damage and mobility, it has a lot of armor and health to tank any hits, and most importantly, it has incredible focus gain. This is the Dash Piercer Spear Knight build. Why dash, you ask? Because it has two of the most powerful dash runes in the entire game. I will show the full gear and all the echoes at the end of this Crucible run. So let's get started. For the echoes, we have a Frost Nova, Cold Shock, Cold Mastery, Double Strike, Chilling Curse, Quick Strike, Focus Strike, Nature's Ire, Serum Shriek, and Sinking Sand. The main weapon of this build is the Coral Piercer. I will show you how you can get this weapon after I talk about the stats and runes. Let's start with the runes. The Lighting Dash is amazing. It probably has the highest damage I've seen on one-handed weapons in the entire game. But it has a small problem. It's only one attack, one single dash. And no matter how much focus gain I add on my overall gear, using this rune will deplete my focus really fast. So I needed another way to have consistent and fast boss battles, and so entered the Twirl Dash. This one doesn't do as much damage in comparison to the Lighting Dash, but it spins and hits multiple times in one single attack. Most importantly, the spin attack regenerates the entire focus bar in an instant. This rune is a boss killer, as not only does it regenerate all of your focus back, it also has a very good health gain on damage dealt. Basically, it steals a lot of life. The 12- rune, I got it from the Scimitar weapon. It's a random drop throughout the game. I actually got a few of them. Now the important stats to look out for when enchanting the spear are damage dealt increase, gain focus on damage dealt, and gain health on damage dealt. To increase my damage even more, I added a damage increase gem. Another important thing is that I exalted this weapon, maximizing my stats. In order to exalt weapons, you need to go to Seneschal. The Seneschal is a new NPC that you can only find in the middle of the Crucible dungeon. You can collect Gloam Seeds through the dungeon and unlock new mechanics like the Respec option. It will also unlock the option to turn your gear into exalted, meaning it will maximize the stats of that gear. This is a huge game changer, as exalted weapons are permanent outside of the Crucible as well. One more thing about the exalted mechanic is that you can also exalt armor and rings, not just weapons. Now the spear is a one-handed weapon, so in the other hand I'm using a torch. For the torch, the important stats to roll are gain focus and health on damage dealt. The damage dealt on it will not contribute to the overall damage. It's basically a useless stat on the torch. I would also recommend you try to roll an indestructible stat, as the torch will burn, and when it reaches 0, it will stop giving you any of its bonuses. You can, however, use a repair rune on it and keep repairing it using focus, but I would recommend you try to have as many rune slots for other things to put on it, like the damage surge rune that gives you a damage increase buff. Finally, I added a focus gain on damage dealt gem. Now how can you get this torch? Well, you get it from Whitaker's shop. It's quite cheap, so you can buy them en masse and keep enchanting them. Now for the rest of the gear. On the helmet, the important stats are poise and stamina. I also added a focus gain increase. For the body armor, I got equip load, poise and stamina. For the gem, I added a focus increase. Then we have the gloves, where I rolled equip load, poise and again stamina. I added a armor gem on it to increase my armor even more. For the pants, I got a poise increased, and most important, I managed to get a gem that gives me the maximum focus on focus use. For the rings, I'm using a rune ring, which I exalted to give me the maximum damage on rune attacks. A fierce ring that increases my armor and overall damage. And lastly, a crow ring to increase my lifesteal, but it does come with a penalty to my overall health. To compensate for that, I'm using the sirloin platter that not only it heals me when I use it, it also increases my health by 45 for 600 seconds. For the stats, I'm using 30 in health, 26 in intelligence and faith to use the weapon, 26 in focus to have enough to spam the rune attacks, and lastly 29 in equip load to put me into the normal weight class. Finally, I have the maximum poise from the equipment. And that's it. A spear build that deals huge amounts of damage and great mobility. This is probably the best spear build I've done so far. And now, you can get the Coral Piercer by crafting it. You can buy the recipe from Whitaker for around 3 silver. Keep in mind that in order to get this recipe, you need to upgrade Whitaker's shop to level 3. After that, you can go to the anvil near the blacksmith where you can craft it. To have the anvil, you need to also upgrade the blacksmith to level 2. After you craft the weapon, you can enchant it at Eleanor and try to get at least 2 of these stats on it. The gain focus on damage dealt and damage increased. If you can also get health on damage dealt, it would be even better, but no worries if you can't. The crow ring will do most of the lifesteal in this build. To farm materials and rings, you can go to the Greenwich vendor, as he will sell lots of random materials and rings. If you upgrade his shop, he will sell more stuff, so you will have more chances to find what you need. If he doesn't have what you are looking for, you can create multiple realms, and when you go to him in every one of them, he will have a fresh shop. Keep in mind that the game is still in early access, so certain things might change with future patches. I hope this video helps you in your Wicked journey. If you liked this video, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And that's it. Don't forget to pet my brothers and maybe give them some fish.